Welcome back to part 3 of Project Cars Career Mode. In the first two parts, I was go-kart racing and managed to finish second in the National Championship, losing it in the last race, unfortunately, where I had a horrendous race, finishing 5th or 6th, I can't recall, on that really annoying Chesterfield twisty track, where I couldn't get a handle on the S's, or at least those German S's, because they were snaking on forever. And as a result, my rival won the race and pipped me to the championship by a couple of points. We're now going to the Kart One Championship in the Dubai Autodrome. And this is round 1 out of 5. I've continued to put the opponent's skill on 100 because YOLO. So let's see how well we do in Dubai. I'm of course not expected to win everything, I think. I'm starting second in this race, which is fine. Because at the end of the day, if I'm cranking everything up to 100% as far as difficulty level goes, perhaps it would suck a little bit if I won everything first time around, but maybe I'm just making excuses. Here we go. I've got the inside line. The corner is mine. Oh wow, the corner's not mine. The corner's very yours. Oh, and that's a collision and a half that for once had nothing to do with me. I can live with that. I don't know this track. I don't know this track. I don't know this track. I don't know this track, and I almost don't want to be in first place because then I can't follow another cart around. I don't know this track. Ooh, there's a figure of 8. Cool, sexy, I like. I still don't know this track, but I'm pleased I'm second. Oh! And we reverse, and we move forward again. And I'm only P3. How did that happen? That worked. Not about to complain. That's a hairpin and a half. Alright. That's a lot of corners to remember. So remember, first corner pile-ups were not my fault. Everyone patiently queued up while I bunked it into a wall, which is fair enough. And life goes on. Let's catch up to the guy who took my place. Oh, that was an off-track excursion. It didn't seem to have cost him much time. So the physics on sand appear, at least on this track, not to completely disable it. Over-braking is punished really hard in these go-karts, I've discovered. Having my foot on the brake for too long just snaps everything, and I guess that's kind of true compared to real go-karts as well. That's a hairpin, and this is the hurtfully bumpy chicane. Followed by another hairpin. Wow, my wrists are hurting from changing direction so much. We finished lap number 2, and it doesn't look like I am in last place or require any particular surgery to any part of my body, so I'm therefore going to suggest that this has been a success so far. That was okay. What do you mean I'm P2? I'm still P3, mate. Oh god, I keep overcooking that. That's probably cost me a lot of time on the guy behind me as well. Where is he? He is not far behind at all. That is the that is prime if you mess up I'm taking your place territory. The annoying chicane plus hairpin. Start finish straight, almost into the tires because I'm an idiot. I'm slowly getting the hang of this now. Why aren't there practice sessions? Are there practice sessions and I'm just missing them in my interface? I need to have a look at that before I start the next race. Because if I'm seriously wanting to contend, keep the CPU on 100% and still be competitive, I need to know the tracks before the first race. I can't be learning them as I go along and still expect to smash face, because I'm just not that good. I mean, I think I'm alright at racing, but I can't pretend to just rock up somewhere an absolutely own face with zero experience on the tracks I'm covering. I don't think that's realistic for most human beings. And I'm going to go with, because my first name isn't Lewis and my last name isn't Hamilton, that's perfectly reasonable. Something about bringing it back in one piece. I couldn't agree with you more, buddy. Come on. Annoyingly, second place has managed to get a bit of a gap on me, but not the world's largest gap. Whoa. That could have been costly. And that's the corner that I didn't overcook as much that time. I'm a little bit happier with that. Just a little bit. But I am happier. The gap to P2 is 5 seconds. I am not pushing. I am bringing this home in one piece. Is that my race engineer? Is that Pete? Pete, I'm not gonna push. Okay. See you on the podium. That can't be that bad. Lost a place, got into P3. Not too unhappy with that. Alright. Let's continue to race 2. Alright. Here we go, P3, race 2. And already I'm in P4. What rubbish is this? Yeah, I'm taking that. Whoa! The guy in front just abruptly stopped for reasons I do not comprehend, and due to something to do with physics, I smacked him so hard his mama felt it, and that ain't good. Oh, hello. Suddenly they've switched positions. Some of the curbs on this track must seriously be catching people off guard. That could be the only explanation for what I'm seeing right now. Can I dive in? I can dive in. I'm pretty certain that was legit. Okay, so there's been a lot of shifting around and a little bit of love tap going on, but I feel like... Oh, hello. We are in an almost deserved P2. We're going to go with that.
Green, green, green.
Was it ever other than green? Oh, that's the curb we were talking about. This guy is going slowly now. I might have an opportunity to try and win this race. Overcooked it into the hairpin. This is lap 2 of 7. I have time. I need to squeeze out an advantage and then execute. Hate these curbs, hate these curbs, hate these curbs. And back round the corner, start, finish straight. What's the gap? 6/10. I need to overcook the first corner by less. That's our objective for the next lap. He's hit a curb. I'm not quite close enough to capitalize and overtake. The guy in front is making a lot of mistakes. Can I go around the outside? Ooh, that was uncalled for. We appear to be out in front on our own, which is great. Oh, will you be quiet? Is that Pete? Pete, let me race. He's pulled out a 2-second gap now. Drat. All that work to do again. Hate the curb, hate the curb. Hate the curb with passion. And we're back on. 1.6, come on. That wasn't quite as overcooked, but it still could be better. I'm closing on him. Does he hit the curb again? He doesn't hit the curb again, not this time around. but I am much closer. Oh, he has hit that curb again. And once again, he gives me an opportunity. Now, I have fluffed up every opportunity to date, so, you know, not reading too much into that or anything. He goes over that curb like an absolute madman. I don't know how he does it. Pete, let me race. Oh my goodness, Pete. Curb bad, start, finish straight, good. Oh, whoa, 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 that's an opportunity. And P1. There we go. Oh no, not another overcook, but we are in P1 now, in the Dubai Autodrome even. Oh. Bit too much there on the exit. Need to not be turning the wheel quite as much. The kart was picking up a bit of slide, and that will directly result in me careering off the racetrack if I'm not careful. But so far, this race is going very well indeed. Try and extend the gap. Really? Is that... Oh, I didn't realize that's what we're trying to do here. That was nice. I can live with that. Oh. That was not overcooked and just about nice. It looked messy, but it's a go-kart. Sometimes when it looks messy, it's okay. You don't lose quite as much time as in a single-seater. Single-seater's all about being smooth, go-kart's all about wrestling effectively. He says, maybe. That was nice. Overcooking that screws up my entry into this. Okay, no, that was an acceptable sequence of corners. Curb, start, finish straight. Delicious, delicious, start, finish straight, and now we are on the final lap. I need to not eat that inside curb quite as much, which is fine. I have a 1.5 seconds to spare, let's not throw this away. You know what you need to win by, John? You need to win by 0.001 seconds. Everything else is wasted effort, so relax. Don't relax, but you know what I mean. Don't screw this up, is basically what I'm trying to say to myself. Nice and early on the braking, no risk of spinning into the gravel. Hairpin time, come on, 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 boom! Oh, and the gap's back up to 1.6. Tasty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is... Oh, hang on, hang on. Kirby. There we go. Boom, I'm actually sweating. I am pleased with that. That was not, at the end, any sort of argy-bargy. That was 2.3 seconds ahead of my nearest opponent. That feels good. That feels very, very good. 56.1. I got fastest lap of the race as well. And that puts me in 2nd place in the Kart One Championship. Alright, well, that concludes this part of career mode. But we hope you've enjoyed this video. Many thanks for hitting like if you've enjoyed it, and also for the subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. Much love and thank you for that. In the meantime, guys, we'll see you next time for more Project Cars.